What's up, guys and dolls? Welcome back to The Good, the Bad and the Stupid. It's Tuesday the 2nd of September. Hope you've had a fantastic grey day. I have. Got a lot done. Didn't make much money, but I felt like I was being productive. And I'm doing this podcast. I can't find my Pritt stick, so I've just got a big pile of cut out bits of newspaper here in front of me. And I'm winging it because I've not had time to read it. But as long as I don't tell you that, you'll never know. So we'll just pretend and we'll just try and be as professional as we possibly can. But if you've not been here before, I am the unprofessional's professional. So it means basically that it's meant to be unprofessional. It's meant to be a bit of fun. It's not serious. This ain't the news. It's the news according to me, which isn't the news. Anyway, what we're going to start with, David Cameron's marriage went through a rough patch after he stood down as the Prime Minister. So he basically left number 10 after fucking up the country. Well, bringing a referendum to the country that wasn't really needed or on the cards. Fucked up everybody with the Brexit. And then even his wife was pissed off about it, obviously, because he drove a fucking wedge between them. Obviously, he was moping about at home because he just lost his job and fucked up royally, and the whole country was on his back. That's a bad position to find yourself in. You've got to, nobody gives a shit anyway, but you got to have some. You either got to be a complete narcissist to fucking have that not bother you, or that's a heavy load when the whole country thinks, well, half the country anyway thinks you're a fucking twat, and the other half probably thinks you're a twat for fucking off as soon as the job is got tough and you've done one. But anyway, even his wife has took off and said not took off. She said they had a rocky patch. That things were really weird between them because she's probably like a Remainer, and he's just fucked it up, and she's probably like going into the other room, and he's in the Brexit room. I don't even know, he was a Remainer as well, wasn't he? So either way, let's just say it was frosty relationship, and they said they went away for a few days and it rekindled their romance or their love for each other. So well, they just realised that fucking the shit was hit the fan, and she would look a right fucking bitch if she pissed off under those circumstances right there and then. You'd probably find him swinging from the rafters. I'm just being facetious, but that would be everybody and his wife. She had to support him through that, whether she liked it or not. Not like the other Tory guy, whose wife supported him all through his trial when he was getting done for being a sexual predator against women. And all through the trial, she supported him because she thought he was going to get off. And when he got found guilty, she come out and fucked him off straight away. Put on Twitter, see you later, I'm off. And she's probably going to be going through all his money now. She's sitting there now with her lawyers, going through, right, how am I going to take these fucking guys? I'm going to take his pants down and take him to the cleaners. That's what I'm going to do. He took his own pants down to be fucking with these ladies, and I'm going to take his pants down and have all his money and go and sit in a nice fucking holiday in Barbados while he's in a one-bedroom flat above a shop somewhere because he's lost everything. Anyway, that's a dig at the Tories. I thought I'd get in there with a little dig at the Tories because I'm not a Tory. I'm an anti-Tory. Everyone's getting the BBC are being drilled about left and right wing, about the biased. The funny thing is, it's fucking weird, the BBC, because the left wing, they have all the left wing commentators and the left wing comedians and all that all coming on and dissing the government and all that kind of stuff. They don't really have too much right wing. That's the point, and so they're either trying to obviously balance it up or fuck off the left wingers as well. So there's neither, but when it comes down to fucking the elections and stuff like that, they're biased as fuck against the left. So they turn it. So they're all like, with the government, they just allow people to throw a few cabbages and a few fucking onions at them. But when it comes down to serious business, they're biased to the fucking right anyway. So it's a real charade. The whole fucking thing's a charade. Anyway, you won't find that on this podcast, believe me. It's about time this got a few more listeners, and I got up to challenge the BBC, and I'll be sitting here doing like Rick Mail. If you're not listening on the if you're listening on the podcast, it's a video. It's a video like Rick Mail would say on the young ones. Yes, we've got a video. Yes, we've got a video. There's a video version, and I'm doing a Rick Mail impression, giving my two fingers to the BBC on my podcast. I like the BBC, but I just don't like the bullshit bias of anybody, and when it's so blatant. And I don't like a lot of their shit programs. I like a lot of their good programs. I don't like a lot of their shit programs, and I don't like the fact they fucked up BBC Three off, which was all new talent. Anyway, that's for another day. A trickster as a traffic warden. This guy has got my Man of the Week award. He's a trickster dressed as a traffic warden who has been fleecing motorists in a car parking scam. He's been dressed as wearing a high-vis jacket. He put an out-of-service ticket sticker on the machine. So anybody there struggling for money, do this in the fucking Tory car park, or do it in don't do it in the NHS car park. Do it where there's, in a wealthy area where they can afford to lose fucking £3 or £4. Anyway, fraudster wearing a high-vis jacket, put an out-of-service sticker on the machine. And then he worked a ruse, walking around telling people, they can pay him, and he'll sort out their parking for them. So he was taking all the parking money, and he did it for loads of people. There's probably no cameras there, but what a classic trick. And I don't know, they didn't say how much money he had, but that's a good con man. I mean, I don't like him conning people as such. I better than con fucking companies, but a few quid here and there for parking charges. No one's going there and going, right, here's fucking £25 on my car. They're going, £2, I'll be here till Friday, I'll be here till, an hour. So he's having a little tickle. I think it's a good one. He's not having everybody's life savings, is what I mean. Anyway, this guy's got a good trick as well. He's an Instagram. I can't get a fucking deal. I can't progress anywhere on social media. I've tried. Twitter, forget it. I've come out with some of the best lines that have ever been put on Twitter, even if I say so myself. That's the line out of fucking Donald Trump's book, probably. But I have, and I can't get a fucking listener. I can't get a watcher. I can't get a reader. I don't know how to do it. I'm just not savvy. But this guy is booming up the Instagram ranks by measuring or by rating park benches on his account. He's going around sitting on benches and then giving them a mark out of 10. He's got one there sitting on a log cabin bench, one sitting in a park, one outside the Winter Gardens pavilions, one in town. And it's quirky. It's stupid and quirky, but he's getting he's getting people interested. I can't. When I put stuff on Instagram as well, I can't get anybody to like them as well. I think I'm just shit. This podcast, I've got a few people listening. I've got you listening at the very least. So I must be doing something right because you're intelligent. You know what's good to listen to. Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening to it. That's you. Whoever you are who's listening right now, you are very intelligent by finding this podcast. You know something that other people don't. You know where there's talent. Anyway, the world's biggest rabbit could lose his title to his son. Is that a son? That's like Digby. Remember the Digby, the biggest dog in the world? I've spoke about this before. That film has not been shown. I don't know when they're going to show that again, but they don't show it anymore. There must be something fucking in it that's going to be offensive. I don't know what it is. A big fucking dog, a big chimpanzee, I know that. I think there might have been a big rabbit in it as well. But Digby, the biggest dog in the world, with Jim something out of Carry On films in it. Brilliant film that was. Anyway, there's a world's biggest rabbit, and he's 4'3". That's a fucking big rabbit. That's a scary rabbit. That's a rabbit. If you saw it, you'd have to question whether your drink had been spiked, because that's a really big one. That's dog size. I know he's had a son, so he's going to be bigger than 4'3". They've got to have bred it to be that way. What they're fucking giving it some kind of growth drug like they give to chickens in the factory farms, probably. But anyway, his name's Darius. That's a bit of a man's name. I mean, he's a man's name, but weird name for a rabbit, isn't it? I don't get that when people give their dogs real names, men's names, women's names. You know what I mean? There's loads of dogs' names, loads of good dogs' names, but you call them Dave. I saw someone shouting Kevin to fucking one the other week. Kevin. Come on, Kevin, that's the worst name to even call a bloke, let alone a dog. Anyway, a robber raided a shop. This guy hasn't got his... I ain't into this guy's tricks. A robber raided a shop while wearing a pair of red boxer shorts over his head to hide his face. So he probably couldn't even fucking see properly then. You're going to be able to see out the leg holes unless you've got Marty Feldman's eyes, where your eyes are wide apart, like, or maybe Admiral Akbar off Star Wars. How are you going to see out of both legs? You can't, can you? So he's probably fucked it up. Well, he has fucked it up because he got caught. The thief demanded money from the staff at Tesco Express. Oh, he's even going down and down and down in my estimation. They know not to have loads of money hanging on the fucking tills. Or they bank it or whatever. You ain't going to be making loads of money out of that. They ain't going to be changing your life. If you're going to do something, make sure you fucking never ever have to do it again. Do it once. Get away with it. Anyway, he escaped on his bike. But he obviously not fucking... he ain't like no criminal mind sitting at home planning it all with plan drawings and whatever else. He's just thought, boxer shorts, on my head. He's out riding on his bike. He's probably thought, I need a bit of quick cash. How do I do it? I've got nothing to fucking hide my face. I know. Pants off, on my head. So he's a quick thinker. He's just thick. He's a thick, quick thinker. He's a quick, thick thinker. Try and say that. There's a tongue twister. A quick, thick thinker. I wonder how much money he got, probably about £35. Bognor Regis. It all happens in Bognor Regis. Sleepy town. And now it's got that guy. He's famous for the red... So anybody in Bognor Regis, keep your eyes peeled for anybody walking into a shop with a fucking pair of boxer shorts on his head, smack him over the head with anything that you can find on the shelves that's got a bit of clout. Or just fucking open a box of cornflakes and just shove the box over his head and push him over. What are we going to do? What's the next one? Blokes can tell if a woman is up for a night of passion by sniffing her armpits. No, thank you very much. I'd rather assume that she is before going that far. You're already in the fucking zone if you're doing that. Anyway, you're already like... If she's allowing you to get in there and sniff her armpits, of course. So, you don't even have to go there. If you go to sniff her armpits and she pushes you away and says, piss off, then you know whether her armpits smell or not. She ain't in the mood. So that doesn't make sense to me, really. But if she's a fucking stinker from a distance, then even if she is in the mood, I ain't going near it. Sorry. She needs to brush up on her hygiene. I've walked past about 3 ladies today in the street, and I swear to God, they just smell beautiful. They just smell... As I walked past them, one was in the morning, smelled like she just... The smell of... perfume, but also the smell of like shower gel or something it smelled like to me. It just smelled like so fresh. That was really nice. And then there was somebody else's perfume. It smelled great. This, I'm not all for. If somebody walked past me and they smelled like that, I'd be like, no, I wouldn't even give it a fucking, I wouldn't even give it a starter mark out of 10. That's in the negatives straight away. So anyway, men and women, I'm not dissing just women, but I'm just saying. But I did know that it's meant to be cavemen and all that. They're all into it, weren't they? Apparently that was, so they say. So they say. The cavemen were into. Well, that's how they did it. The smell and whatever else attracted, or it's like fucking animals, and you can smell when when the animals are on and whatever else, or they've got like they're on heat and all that. The smell fucking from miles away. They dig it, or they fucking, that's their call. So it's a bit like that, I suppose. But I know that Napoleon, I think it was Napoleon, didn't he used to say to Josephine, I think that was her name, I can't remember either of them, I can't remember her name, should I say, but he said to her, don't wash. He was telling her he's coming home, and he wrote a letter. Imagine how long it would take for the letter to get there. And he said, don't wash, I'll be back soon, I'm on my way back. And he's on his way back means I'm about fucking 4 days boat ride, or a week, 2 weeks ship ride, or whatever it is. And he said, don't wash. So he was waiting for her to, stink to high heavens by the time he got back. And that's what got his... He's already been turned on by all the dirty, scurvy pirates all around him. They've been stinking, and he's been getting him up, getting him in the mood. So he wanted to carry that on, I suppose. Who knows? I don't know. I'm making it up as I go along. Aliens. Right, we're finishing up. Things to do, people to see, places to go. You and me. UFO expert has called on alien actors to audition for parts in his newly published plays. This guy's trying to trick the aliens out of their hiding. Aliens that are on the Earth, of course. He reckons intelligent life is listening to every move on Earth and hopes aliens will see his message in the Daily Star and apply for a job. But the Daily Star is the worst fucking newspaper to pull it in. If any intelligent life form is not going to be reading the Daily Star, I'm telling you that right now. I know they're listening to my podcast. They're tuning right into me because they know I am their cup of tea. They know I'm not going along with the boring old bullshit that is, you know. I don't dig the soap operas. That's one fucking step towards the Matrix that I don't partake in. You ever watch the Matrix? It's the equivalent. Watching soap operas is the equivalent of fucking being. You might as well just put something on your head and just turn the fucking soaps on and like tune it into straight direct into your brain, because they're on about 4 times a week each episode. No, sorry, 4 times a night, one each soap. I'm trying to explain it easier now, but every night there's 4 soaps that have got an episode on practically. So you like fucking, that's all you do. That's your life, watching soaps. Fuck that. The aliens ain't into that. They want to fucking get rid of us and fucking have fix the place. They want to. Like buying a new house. They want to turf out the old and get in and fucking renovate and get it going to their standards. And I'm going to be sticking around because I'm going to be part of the entertainment. Anyway, I tell you what, and he's saying he said he plays scripts or dramatisations of real life UFO mysteries. Imagine that if loads of them did get in touch with him, rang him up and said, oh yeah, and the guy was saying, well, what part would you want to play? Because they go, well, sorry, what part do you want to play? I've got this alien, that alien, whatever. Because yeah, but I've got 4 eyes, I've got like a big bulbous head, 10 fingers, and 10 fingers on 2 feet, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it'd freak him out if they did, but you never know. Some people say they are amongst us. But there were fucking lot of people who looked like it. I'll tell you what, on my council estate growing up, plenty of them could have been aliens. I wouldn't have said that they were because they were lacking in the intelligence side of it. But look, when you look at them, they're fucking, they're not from this planet. They really aren't. Their brain isn't from this fucking world. They're from, even though I'm in the middle of a small country in England, they belong in the middle of the fucking desert in America, where there's about 10 people there, and they're all like from the same family and also from the same relationship. That's where these people have somehow span off from. Anyway, if you're from that place in America, I'm not really talking about you. You're all right. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Don't forget, if the aliens do get in touch with them, maybe they might get in touch with me as well, because I've spoke about it, because now they're going to go and see that audition on the back of listening to me, and they might get in touch with me and go, thanks Wayne, thanks for getting in touch. Thanks for letting me know about that audition. I've just got the part. So we'll be showing our faces a little bit more often, and we're going to pop round for a cup of tea and have a look inside your brain. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Do another one tomorrow. See you later. Bye.